Hey guys, so you guys booked your Carnival Cruise and you guys are paid in full, and now you're like, now what? What now, right? First, I want to say very good, right? You going on a cruise. It's going to be so much fun. And I just have a few things you should be thinking about. Give me 1 second. Mm. All right, so I'm learning this new software. Bear with me. So, number one, documentation. Okay. Traveling internationally, the best way to travel internationally is going to be a passport book. Okay. Don't ever buy a passport card. It is useless. You can only use it for cruises. I know it's the cheapest thing on the application, but you need a passport book to travel internationally. So to me, it doesn't make any sense to get a passport book to cruise and then you got to buy a passport card to cruise and then a passport book to travel internationally. Get you a passport book that is recommended anytime you're going somewhere international by train, plane, automobile, however you get there. That is the recommended documentation. You have to make sure that your passport is valid for at least 6 months beyond travel, 6 months from your travel date. Okay. So that means that on the day, if I was traveling today, my passport cannot be expiring in 6 months. Basically, the last 6 months of your passport is trash. Get rid of it. Go get another one. You're going on a Carnival cruise, though. And so you don't necessarily need a passport to travel on a Carnival cruise. On most Carnival cruises, um, you can travel on a Carnival cruise with a birth certificate, um, an original or an official copy, not a copy that you made in your house or somewhere else, a copy from the Vital of Statistics or the government agency where your birth certificate comes from, and a government issued picture ID if you are 16 years and up. So if you have someone who is 16, I recommend them go get a driver's license or a non-driver's license. Now, um, sometimes a school ID will be okay if it has a picture and a date of birth, but go get the ID. Go get the ID. Go get the ID. Okay, that's just my recommendation. Go get the ID. Um, Now this is for most cruises. So if your cruise is a closed loop cruise, meaning I need to take off my notifications because nobody won't ever leave me alone. If your cruise is a closed loop cruise, meaning your cruise leaves from a US port and return into that same US port, most of the time you can travel with the birth certificate and the government issue ID. If you book your trip with me, um, and you needed a passport, I would have called you. I actually call people and tell them, get your passport. So if I didn't call you, birth certificate, government issue ID is just fine. If you have any questions, give me a call. Flights. So we recommend, um, if you have to fly into your cruise, meaning your cruise is not in the city where you live or is not driving distance and you need to drive. You need to fly. We recommend at least 1 or 2 nights pre pre cruise hotel. And I say this because it's better for you to be in the city um, that you're leaving from instead of trying to get there that morning. And I say at least 1 night, but 2 nights is better. The way the flights have been being canceled lately, it's really, really recommended that you book a hotel. If you booking with a group, I don't care if y'all got to all stay in one hotel room and sleep on the floor. Be in the city that morning. Um, If you can't be in the city, and you need to fly in the morning, try to book the earliest flight possible, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Don't book the 12 o'clock because you're looking at the time on your itinerary, right? Yeah, time on your itinerary may say that the ship is leaving at 3 or 4 or wherever. That doesn't mean you can get on the ship at that time. That means that the ship is leaving. Bye bye. That doesn't mean that they're still letting people on. There's a certain time that you need to be on that ship. So I would recommend being there early as possible, if you're going to fly in. And your returning flight home, I would not book a flight. Um, so when you get off the ship, you're gonna get off the ship early in the morning. You are. Um, but sometimes there are things that prevent you from getting off the ship. First of all, you got to go back through customs. There's a long line. Nobody cares that you have a flight. So I wouldn't book an early flight. I wouldn't book a flight before noon, really 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and later. Make your port that you're flying to, whether it's Fort Lauderdale or Orlando or Miami or Texas or Baltimore, New York, make that your trip. Let your trip start the day before, the night before, right? When you're going home, you can even spend the night that night. I wouldn't recommend booking a flight before noon. You might be off the ship by 8 o'clock. I think it docks at like 6. They got paperwork to do. You don't want to rush off the ship. I like to get up, eat breakfast, and I'm still enjoying my vacation. I'm not trying to have so much anxiety about, oh my God, I gotta get off the ship, my flight, and my heart is beating and pounding. And there was just a recent situation where people weren't allowed to get off the ship, and it was like 6 o'clock at night. Sometimes that happens. I don't know why. It has something to do with the cruise ship and paperwork. Did they have their paperwork? I don't know what the reason was, but you Google it, it was a thing where everybody, their trip was delayed. So you don't want that to happen. So I wouldn't book a flight going back home before noon. I would just wait. And that's just how I am. I am not that anxiety of trying to figure out if I'm going to get through customs fast enough to catch a flight. That's not what I want to do. All right. So now I need you to download the Carnival Hub app. You are going to put that on your phone. It's free. Don't delay. You're going to be able to see your countdown. It's going to tell you how many more days to your cruise. The app it worked differently before your cruise, and then it works differently after your cruise. I mean, during your cruise and then after your cruise. So before your cruise, you're going to see a countdown. You're going to be able to book shore excursions. Um, You're going to be able to see drink packages. You're going to be able to see internet plans, photo packages, gifts, and stateroom decor. You can do specialty dining. You can reserve spa and salon. You can buy cruise cash. All of these things are going to be cheaper before you cruise. If you wait to get on the ship, they know you want that drinking package is going to be upcharged. So it's better to get it now if you're going to get it. This is how you're going to check in your cruise 14 days before your cruise. You should be able to check in your cruise. And basically, you're going to choose your bedding, whether you want two twin size beds or they're going to push them together and make a king. Is you're going to sign a cruise contract that everybody has to sign it, read it, sign it. You're going to put a card on file because they don't deal with cash, so the money that you're going to be spending um, on the cruise um, is going to be on the card that you select, and they're going to give you a ship and sale card where that's what you swipe when you buy drinks and all that jazz. So while you're on board, you're gonna put your phone on airplane mode, and I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I came home with a $600 bill one time. Okay, put your phone on airplane mode. There's no signal in the sea that you can afford. I think my babysitter called me twice And yeah, I got it. I got them to take it off my bill, but that don't always be for everybody because I was just so shocked that I spoke to her one time for a few minutes and I had a $600 bill. You're going to put your phone on airplane mode. You're going to use their free, they give you a little bit of free Wi-Fi just to work that app. The app is amazing. You're going to use your folio number, which is going to be on your ship and sale card, and your date of birth to log in. And you're going to see the ship time. You're going to be able to chat. So for $5, you can chat with other people on the ship with you. We pay $5 for the entire cruise. 50 people can chat at a time, can be on the same chat. You're going to see your schedule. So all the activities on the trip, I recommend karaoke, comedy, a lot of different shows, scavenger hunts, everything that they have. You're going to see the schedule, when it is, where it is. You're going to see the map, where it is. You're going to see everything you booked, from excursions to specialty restaurants. If you booked any thing, if there are any special events or anything that you're invited to, that's going to be on the app. Food and drink, water you can purchase. Um, Entertainment activities, virtual queue. So, say if you needed to speak to customer service or stand in line for anything, you can actually, some of the things you can get into a virtual queue so that they'll tell you when you're next in line. Um, you're going to see your account information. You can see how much money you are spending. And any photos that you take. So you have access to all of that. The photo packages and stuff is usually on the app. Um, so your bags, don't go crazy with the luggage. If you're doing a cruise that's less than 5 days, 5 days or less, one bag, one carry-on bag and a personal bag. More days, 5 or more or 6 or more, um, two bags. That's all you need. You're gonna you're gonna give them, so when you get to the cruise, you're gonna give, there's going to be some guys outside taking luggage. They're going to be checking luggage. You're going to put your luggage tag. You're going to put it on your luggage. They're going to take that luggage, the biggest luggage that you have, but you're going to carry on a personal bag. Okay. Your personal bag is going to be the bag where if you need to get anything fast, quick, fast, that is your bag. Do not give it to the guy. The same way you don't want to check your documents and put it on under the plane. You want to keep your passport and your birth certificate and all that stuff in that personal bag. Okay. You're going to keep your documentation in that bag. You're going to put your medication in that bag. You're going to put your cash, your valuables, anything that you don't want stolen in that bag. You're going to put a swimsuit in there, a hairbrush. You're not going to have access to your room right away. They're going to feed you lunch. You're going to have a bon voyage party on the deck. There's going to be all types of things going on. They're going through the bag, doing whatever they do with the bag. Don't lock the bag because that will delay you getting to your room, and they're going to break the lock. So they're going through the bag. Okay. They are going through that bag. They're going to check that bag. And now they got dogs sniffing the bag. It's all kinds of craziness. So um, you want to tip that guy who takes the bag. He is responsible for making sure your bag gets on that ship. Have $3 or $4. Get a man. He's working for tips. When you get on the ship, you're gonna have lunch. You're gonna do a muster training, which is you're gonna put on a life vest, and they're gonna tell you where to go. Your ship and sail card will tell you what your muster station is. That's where you go. Please take that serious because if you are not there, they can't move on to they can't make it be over unless everybody's accounted for. So there are people sitting there counting, and you don't want to be the one that's delaying everybody. So when the drill goes off and they tell you go to your muster station, go to your muster station. um All right, prepaid gratuities. So gratuities are not included in your fare. You can prepay them. So if you want to prepay them, You can either, if you booked your trip with me, you would call me. If you booked your trip with Carnival, you would call Carnival. Um, and prepay. I recommend that you prepay. It's going to be on your bill at the end of when you're leaving. When you're checking out, um, you can prepay that so that you're not shocked. Um, So Carnival Cruise Line gratuities, they divided up amongst the dining room team. Everybody that takes care of you is going to appreciate the gratuities. Um, they go towards housekeeping, other alternative service departments, namely culinary. So all that food in the dining room, everywhere you eat, and hotel services, key, entertainment, and guest service positions. As far as the drink, gratuities are included in the drink. So every time you buy a drink, the gratuity is included. You don't need to tip the bartenders. If you want to, sure, if you balling like that, but they do include gratuity for drinks. I do know that people don't like to pay the gratuities, and I guess that's an option. But I recommend that you pay them. These people are taking care of you and for days and days and days, and it's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money at all. All right, so the dining room, you guys are gonna have a dining time. The dining time will be on your ship and sail card as well. Um, I recommend the dining room for breakfast. You can go eat a la carte breakfast where they make you, you're gonna sit down. Instead of going to the buffet, I like to go to the dining room and eat. You are going to um have, at night you're going to have that dining time. That's your dinner where you sit a la carte. If you have any celebrations or anything, they sing happy birthday, all of that stuff during um dinner time. um there is an elegant night. So if you're going on a cruise, there's either one or two elegant nights, depending on the duration. I think 5 or less days is one elegant night. And then if you go 6 or more days, it may be two elegant nights. Um, so there is a dress code. You don't have to be like you going to the prom or the Grammys or anything like that. But there are some things that's not allowed in the dining room, in the steakhouse. Certain restaurants, they don't want you looking a certain way. So no cutoff jeans, men's sleeveless shirts, shorts, t-shirts, sportswear, sports hat, thong flip-flops, bathing suit attire. Like, come on, put some decent clothes on. It's recommended, like some dress slacks, a dress shirt. You don't have to wear a suit, but if you want to, you're gonna see some people with some suits because they be fly. Um, we suggest a sports coat if you want to, but it's not recommended. Men may also wear a suit, a tie, a tuxedo. When you in the dining room, you're not gonna wear your swimsuit and go run in the dining room to eat. You're gonna put on some decent clothes. For the ladies, we recommend cocktail dresses, a pantsuit, elegant skirts and blouses. You may also wear evening gown. So the elegant night is usually dressed up. So usually if you're traveling with people, y'all figure out like we gonna wear this color for elegant night or whatever like that. And you guys can discuss that amongst your group of people that you're going with, or maybe you're going alone. But I have seen people be turned away because they don't take it seriously, and you think you're getting in there. If you look a certain way, it's just an elegant place. I love to go in there and have my a la carte meal. I don't want to eat burgers and fries. Them guys' burgers be good, but sometimes I just want to sit down and, have a steak, whatever. So, if you are planning on um, having a shirt for your cruise, maybe you have a group cruise. I do make shirts on my website, and I also do custom. So I can do anything custom that you want on a shirt. Um, yeah, as long as I can make a PNG file of any pictures, anything that you want, you can contact me about that. Um, if you have any special needs, dietary, CPAP, you need distilled water for a CPAP machine, you need to rent a wheelchair, scooter, you have allergies, please let Carnival know in advance. If you book with a travel agent, let your travel agent know. Um, do not, so prepare to have a credit card or cash at the ports. Don't recommend your debit card. By the time those people steal from your debit card, you on a ship, there's no Wi-Fi. I mean, you can pay for Wi-Fi, but it don't work that well. Your money's gone. I think your money is safer with a credit card or cash, having cash money. You want to have some cash for tips and things like that. Not recommended to use a debit card. I know someone who had a bad experience, or I've heard of a few bad experiences on this YouTube, and not cool. If you are watching this video and you book your cruise with me, the email came with a packing list. You can look at the packing list. Don't buy everything on the packing list. It's just a suggestion. Like, I put all the things on there, but I do recommend a power strip. Outlets are very scarce on cruises. Be sharing a room with somebody, it might be one outlet to plug up one thing. So if you have like a Bluetooth speaker, or you may have AirPods, or bring a power strip so that you can plug up multiple things. I do book packages. So if you're booking your flight by itself, I recommend that you do that yourself, because I would have to charge you to do that. But if you booking it with the pre or the post hotel, I can give you a package, and it'll be with the price. I don't like overcharge or charge anything. I get paid a commission, so my price is in there anyway. But what I'm saying is, if I'd rather not do the flight only, because they only pay us when it's a package. So if you need a hotel, um, if you need a hotel uh flight package, then you can contact me for your pre or post cruise. Parking. So if you drive into the port, you can park at the port. It's a daily fee. It depends on what port you're parking at. If you book with me and you need that information, let me know. I like to go on the Way app, WAY. It's like a red app with white letters. And I like to find parking near things. You can find a parking garage. I've parked at hotels. Hotels do overnight parking, and you can find a really close hotel that will allow you to use their parking lot. So I think that app is really cool. Before your cruise, you are going to call the credit card company, let them know that you're traveling so that your card works. You don't want to be in another country and you can't get access to money. Call your phone company. You may need like an international package. You don't want to have roaming charges. I keep my phone on airplane mode unless my phone is on Wi-Fi. And usually when you're off the ship, there are places that have Wi-Fi. The ship Wi-Fi, in my opinion, it didn't work that well. That was before pre-COVID, so maybe it's better. I don't know. Um, like I said, you're gonna check in 14 days before on that app. You need your booking number and some information about your cruise. I'm gonna resend everybody their stuff. If you booked with me, I'll resend it so that you'll have it and you're like on top of your email. Um, you're going to print your boarding pass, your luggage tags. Please make sure that your luggage tag is what tells them what room you need to they need to bring your luggage to. So they're going to take your luggage. If the luggage tag is flimsy, like if you can laminate it. if you can like put it on there nicely, if it like flies somewhere, your luggage is just going to be lost. And it happens every single cruise. You see everybody is at their room now, and it's a bunch of luggage just in the hallway because they don't know where the luggage belongs because the luggage tags done fell off the thing. So make sure that your luggage tags are attached. I like to laminate mine and put them on a nice string. um you're going to set up your payment account and everything is cashless. I said that already. Um, Oh, so if you are having so much fun on your cruise, the day before your cruise, you can go to the customer service. I forgot what they call it, but it's Carnival, wherever their customer service is on the ship. It's different places on different ships, but they offer you a good deal on your next cruise. Like, go see what the deal is. Let them know you have a travel agent. If I am on your booking, I'll automatically get credit for the cruise, but it's awesome because the deal is supposed to be really, 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 really great. So if you're having so much fun and you want to go on another cruise, you can go down there and see what they got. And that's all I got for you guys. I wanted to make this video 10 minutes, and it's just not a 10-minute type of video. But if you have any questions, please give me a call. If you're my client, if you want to be my client, you can call me 904 and we can have a conversation. I am a travel agent. I book cruises and all-inclusive vacations. I do not charge any fees. I live in Florida. We are not allowed to charge fees. um And so you get a bomb travel agent for free. And we give you the tips and the tricks. You don't have to call for the tips or the tricks. We give you all the tips and the tricks. And so I'm going to let you guys go. You enjoy your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.